The other day, my 3-year-old daughter was sitting on the floor trying to stuff her feet into a pair of shoes that she'd grown out of. And I told her, "Baby, you're too big, you can't fit in those anymore." And she looked up at me with tears in her eyes and said, "No, Daddy, I'm little." And it was in that moment that I understood why growth is so painful. These were her favorite shoes, and she'd made countless memories in them. Trips to the fair, walks to the park. Those shoes represented a beautiful season of life that was coming to an end, and that we would never get to have again. You see, that's the difficult part of growing up. It's the quiet struggle, realizing that we don't just outgrow the difficult seasons of life, but also the beautiful ones. Not because they're bad, but because we've simply outgrown them, and that's hard to accept. It's hard to accept that some of the people we hold closest today may not be with us tomorrow. It's hard to accept that hobbies that we were so passionate about in our youth might one day seem silly to us. It's hard to accept that parts of our life that we once held most dear may one day be too little for us to fit into. Because to create something new is to destroy what came before. To advance is to leave behind. To grow is to outgrow. And the problem is that oftentimes, like my daughter, we want to stay little so badly that we will try to stuff ourselves back into a life that we've outgrown. This is why learning to trust God with your heart is so terribly important. Because growth is hard. It's hard to move from the beautiful parts of life into new seasons. Sometimes we hold on so hard to something that was good that it keeps God from being able to give us something that will be great. But if we can learn to trust Him, to live with open hands, so that He can give us something beautiful for a time, and then when it's time to set it aside to go on to something new, we have the trust with Him to be able to enjoy both. I think life is a lot like playing on the monkey bars. At first, it's really hard because you're afraid to let go of the bar that you have in order to grab hold of the next one. But as you practice, you get a little bit better at letting go of the one to grab the next. And in time, you get to a place where you're so good that you can swing from bar to bar just almost seamlessly. And I think it works the same with life when we get to a place where we trust the Lord so much that we can truly live open-handed. It allows us to swing from season to season almost seamlessly because we're not stuck holding on to the things that we were passionate about in the previous season to the extent that we can't take hold of the new season that God is trying to bring us into. Because let me tell you, if you're following Jesus, there is no end to that growth. We are built for infinite growth. We are designed as beings to grow infinitely because we are in the image of God who is infinite, which means that there will be no end to this growth process as human beings. And the sooner that we can learn to trust Him with our hearts so that we can seamlessly move from season to season, the sooner we will be capable of being fully present in each moment, enjoying every single moment with our kids, every moment in whatever career or work He has us in, every moment of our life we can enjoy the full richness of the moment because we're not afraid of having to let it go. And we're also not in a rush to get past it. I think this is the secret to life. Trusting God so much that we can live truly open-handed, where He can place the most fantastic thing in our hands and then take it away and then put something else there, and we remain unmoved.